Hello everyone! Today we're going to be doing some side story because I thought about doing more grinding and found I really didn't care for that. So first off, going to Darkness Orb and getting our Necromancer class. Where Necromancer. Then we're going to the hometown. And I'm going to turn on music and sound. And going to equip our weaponry. Okay, we're going to do one thing before we do that. We are going to get the last wind scroll, because otherwise that will just piss me off. Who knows, we might actually get enough money. This was what I was doing before and why I am really not feeling like doing another grind today. Money farming. This is one of the best money farms in the game. That does not mean it is a fun one. Though getting the hang of Necromancer again is pretty important. Let us see just how badly I managed to mess this up. Dark Boon. Nice, we're at the 25% weapon DOT. Two, no, one. This is turn one. And three. Nice. Okay, that's really nice, because those sell for quite a bit. Also, because it is Various birthday this week. No, it was this Sunday, I think. You can buy the box hat. The box hat is the best good and evil resist in the game. The box hat also looks really something. Okay, now then leave Healing Potions, a random quest. The Akachi Kami quest. Sleep, attack. Do these have a darkness weakness? No, unfortunate. Yeah, this isn't a difficult quest, it's just a bit slow with Necromancer, because Necromancer is great for boss killing and nothing else basically. But we got a level up out of it. So next stream we will be doing some more of the boring but required farm for potions. Because otherwise you have to do them all at once, and that is really not something you want. Oh, come on. Right, final. Let's just regenerate our mana. And then just very quickly remove from the equation and all of the other ones as well. Inner will works to preserve some mana at least. And we're back at full. Which is always kind of important. I really like that attack animation though. That attack animation is so pretty. And the Okuchino Akami. Yeah, let's just sleep. Aww. Ward. Seed. One. Nice. Two. Oh, I messed that up. I should have gone for that's this one, but three. Ooh, that's nice. And we've won. So, hometown. And then, good day, adventurer! As the foremost weapon artisan in the land, I can craft you a weapon using the power of science! I create weaponry through the sheer power of science. I've set up the main portion of my workshop, but I need your help, Jaina. I've set up a small power source that uses fuel created through refining the seed oil of the local seed splitter plants. It's really quite an ingenious device, if I do say so myself. Sadly, I was only able to set up a few circuits to provide power to my shop. The basement of the shop has been overtaken with the samples of the seed splitters I cultivated. I suspect an old rifle might have released them. If you would go to venture down there and clear out the area, if you could trip a few of those circuits to get the rest of the power on up here, I can get started on making weapons as well. Again, sleep and just attack span. Or well, final span. That also works. And then in total we will have used a grand total of 2 mana. Ooh. And here we will not even need to use those 2 manas because this one is a weaker variant. Ooh, a dog drone. Or dog bot. Oh, we're at the point that we can actually use the Technomancer class. Though it really isn't designed for low level because you run out of mana way too quickly. Another Togbot to destroy. Another 2 mana to use. Oh. Well, to regenerate 4 mana we will use this fight. Because that is most definitely the most important thing. Yep, that was the start. Sneebot. So, what did y'all think of Lim? He is a scientist in the world of lore, so he's a bit lost compared to most normal scientists. But surely it's not all bad, right? This side story is called The Clashing, because we're going to clash. Mainly with Cicero, but it will be funny. Oh, look there. Who ever could it be? Who ever could the true culprit be? Inner will. And then attack. Seed spit is cleared out and all the circuits are running. I wonder who let the plants out though. Oh well, Lim's shop is now open for business. Well, let's summon Fluffy and then quest. We have Lost Order, which is a yoga quest, if I recall correctly. And the Clashing. I have heard you're a clever necromancer, as well as a brave one. You might be able to help me. Are you interested in science, or do you prefer magic? Talk. Science. Most excellent! Then you'll be willing to help me prove that science trumps over all other less logical ways of thinking and doing things. Together we'll show Falconreach the wonders that science can accomplish. Yeah, because lightning flowing through tubes and to Tesla coils connecting and plasma orb are so necessary for science. Or magic. Magic? Oh, no, Jaina. Magic is hardly the proper outlet for a necromancer such as you. Why, I bet you've never studied science, never seen the wonders it can manage, the beauty of pure logic. Help me with my work. Let me show you what science can do, and you'll see why science is the only true way to understand the universe. You'd put science on a level with magic? It sounds to me like you need a crash course in why science is so amazing. If you'll just give me a hand with some of my project, it will soon be clear to you why science trumps over all lesser arts. Neither? Really? Such an intelligent necromancer as you must just never have given it much thought then. I know, if you studied science, you'd understand why I'm so devoted to it, and why all must realize that magic is but an inferior art. Take some time, help me with my experience, and you'll soon see that science is superior. Now then, let's go on a collation course. Jaina, if you have the time, I could really use your help with my latest experiment. Jaina, right on time. I'll need your help to enact my greatest experiment yet. Limbs Hadron Collider. Limbs Hadron Collider? What is a hadron, and why do they need to crash into each other? Limbs Hadrons Collider. Hadrons colliding the particles of the past today. Particles? Like dust? No. You know, particles, like atoms and protons and electrons. But why do you want to collide particles? Hadrons are particles that existed yesterday but also exist today. It's paradoxical but possible, and I want to figure out how they do it. Because it's neat. Science does amazing things. A lot of it just because someone thought, hey, wouldn't this be cool? Alright. I can see that. I think being a necromancer is nifty. You think playing with temporal particles is fun. My next question. How? Oh, the how is the easy part. That's where you come in. I had a feeling it'd be something like that. What do you need me to do? Well, I have this plan for the LHC all drafted up. I'm just missing materials to make it. If you could haul back some scrap metal for me, any discarded metal will do. I can solder and shape it into just what I need. You know, Folderbolt usually keeps some junk around for animation and plotting purposes. He won't be doing anything important with it. So yeah. There be enemies in a rage. Let's see. What is their weakness anyway? Light and water. Do we have light and water? No, we do not, but we do have a better fire weapon. Because this one is far more consistent. Also looks better. Sleep, Letterblatt. It's funny, you know. You can also do a quest that rewards you with scrap metal. It was long hauled to be the best money farming quest, or at least XP farming quest. But I don't particularly care for that quest, and XP farming isn't necessary anymore. So we can go into the perfectly normal house. Whoops, that was the wrong attack. Whatever. One of them being stunned is hardly going to affect anything, really. Really? I have shit defenses, and they still manage to both miss? The metal elemental. You can fight a giant version of this one in the daily DC quest. Of all elementals, actually. Including the usually rare what's it called? Heart elemental. You don't usually see that one. Okay, let me turn on manual pet actions. Defense. Foreign assistance, eh? Well then. Okay, that one was a crit. That got blocked, so it just dealt normal damage. Skip. Whoops. That was my HP generator. I would really prefer it not to be dead. But we'll have to live with it. Oh. Huh. These aren't linked together. I did not know that. And the perfectly normal house has been emptied out. Let's see, 5 to 6 damage. That just won't do. Steal HP. Let's see. 2 turns left on sleep. And then there's this one, which means DOT. Oh, we can't go down there. That is unfortunate. Skip. DOT damage is so useful. Also, hello Dr. Voltebolt. I quite like how a Beetlebot can just suddenly get enough damage metal together to form a metal rock. Or metal ball rather, to throw at you. In a similar way to how the original Beetles, in this game at least, throw rocks at you. Gina, just what do you think you are doing here? I know you sometimes need a hand controlling the crazy creations you make, and I needed some scrap metal, so I thought I'd stop by. Ah, that is kind of you. Here, let me give you a little something as a thank you present. Ooh, that sure was nice of Voltebolt to give you gold for killing the monsters. Phew. Okay, that's all of it. Excellent! This should just be enough! Make your way to the fountain in Valkenreach in a day or two, and you'll see the experiment in glorious action. Science! I'll just be back in a couple of days then. Beard hurt. Day or two later. It's very round and metallic. I know, isn't it beautiful? The green lights are meaning that particles are colliding as we speak. It's so exciting. Now that you mention it, I do want to see what happened. Is there a chance it could explode? That would be fun too. Hey, look, over there. Hamsters of unusual size are eating the bushes. Cool. Okay, little guy, big little guy, in you go. And don't forget your buddy. Make me proud. Whoa, that was awesome! Ow. Cicero, what did you do, magician? What did you do to my machine? If you've broken it... Broken? Ah, it's perfectly fine. Just give it a couple of seconds. If you've damaged my LHC... See, I used it exactly as it was intended. What? LHC, Large Hamster Collider. Are you telling me you put hamsters into the collider? Not just hamsters, large hamsters. It does make sense in a really roundabout, bizarre way. Why? Oh, what were you doing putting large hamsters into my machine? Oh, I was searching for Hamptons. See, I came up with this theory about new alternative magical energy source, and I think your collider here could prove its existence. Get out! Get away from my machine! Beep. Hamptons detected. And it looks like it worked. That's the last thing I need for my weapons. Thanks for the help! He's always so happy. Eucalyptus! And weird. Well, I'm sure he didn't mean to interrupt your experiment. We will run the experiment. Again! But it will have to be tomorrow, because today's particles are here now, and I need them to be here yesterday. Hamster-based particles? Madness! And we got a copy of Lim's blueprint. Lim ran up to you as you finished the quest, shoved this in your face and shouted, "Science!" The line of text at the bottom reads, "Lim's super awesome secret project to prove how awesome I am." So, since that is a junk item and junk items are only good for being sold, let's sell it. We got 150 gold. At this rate, we have enough money to get pirate and maybe after this to get the ninja as well. Black hole fun. Jaina, right on time. After that magician interrupted my last experiment, I decided to try something a little more dangerous. I ran the LHC experiment again without the mad weaponsmith, and the results were very informative. Thanks to what I learned, I'm able to move on to a new, better experiment. And you're going to be there when it goes off, right? We can do the smart thing and back out now, or we can, go ahead and do the quest. This experiment is more dangerous, it's true, but so useful. If it works, you'll be able to see just how powerful science is. And since it's so dangerous, that crazy mage will be too intimidated to try and interfere. You don't know Cicero very well, do you? His idea of being useful usually involves offering explosives, or well, this one time there was an old lady who swallowed a fly. Was it Gramps? No, and I don't know why she swallowed the fly. We thought she might die. Cicero waved the jar of honey in place to attract the fly inside her so it would come back out. The point is, he doesn't think the way you do. Try to predict what he'll do and you'll be in for a surprise. Nevertheless, this experiment is vital to my research. It will help me prove that science is far superior to magic. Come, inside my workshop. Like we're not already there. That looks non-functioning. Huh. I haven't heard this tune in so long. I take it you need my help to find the last important component or something? Not exactly. I just want you to be on hand to watch the significance. Can you imagine the power that a contained black hole will provide? Why, I could power all of lore with this one small black hole. Science! That really doesn't sound like a good idea. Have you thought of everything that could go wrong? Most assuredly. And my studies tell me that everything will be fine so long as I make sure to wear the safety goggles. Safety first! I would have thought that if a black hole explodes or implodes or whatever black hole does, the goggles, they would do nothing. Who is the scientist in this room? Trust me, everything is ready. Press that big silver button in front of you. That looks perfectly safe. Isn't it beautiful? It's certainly hypnotic. Why, I could just stand here and stare at this for hours. 3 hours later. Jaina. Just a sec. You've got to help. Hurry! Whoa, slow down. Tell me what's going on first. Then I'll help. I can't do anything without knowing what the problem is. Gramps told me to tell you that darkness and energy elementals are pouring into town, and they're headed for Mr. Lim's shop. That's Dr. Mr. Lim, young lady. Or Professor? No, never mind. No time now. Anyway, I'll head out right now, Arya, and take care of the problem. Oh, I think they're already here. They must be attracted to the black hole. We need to turn it off. It's not working. Lim! That buttons only turns it off. I didn't install an off switch. What? Aha! No problem, everything's okay. I just need to find the power cord. Science! Focus. Got it. Arya, you stay with Lim and go to the front of the shop and wait there. I'll head deeper into the workshop area and clean up this little mess. Yeah, it's good that we're not using our darkness weapon here. Okay, elementalized water. See if we can't. Almost. Oh, we almost cleared it out. That would have been fun. Rage. DOTs be very useful. Ooh. Shock Wisp. And then the Darkness Wisp. I don't think we've ever seen it again. Dark Wisp. Let's elementalize towards light. Oh, these are also weak to electricity. Now, isn't that interesting? Yeah, 5 to 6 damage. Sorry, mate, but that ain't enough. Sleep. Yeah, that will be the end of that. Do we need to beat those? Elementalize towards water. And then rage. Yeah, let's just beat them up anyway. And skip throughout this time, this fight. So that we can get a bit of healing. Then just kill. indenarities. By the way, those gems aren't their eyes. That's these little things right there. These mouth looking things, those are actually their eyes. Those gems are just used to control summoned elementals. Hey Mike, how you doing? We are fighting the darkness and the light, darkness and energy elementals that were attracted to a black hole powered generator. Been busy all day, how's you? Well, I woke up around 5 and then couldn't get back to sleep, so that was fun. But other than that, I had my classes and then went back to sleep eventually. And yeah, Discord indeed looks very interesting and kind of weird, because someone made the claim that Dennis said that DHS will feature romance. Yeah. Let's just regenerate some mana. And now then, 1 turn of healing. Usually it's not worth the amount of mana it costs. And I should have healed there. Should have healed my mana there. But a 15 HP over 3 turns is quite powerful. And yeah, this is the end of that line. Luckily these wisps at least can be taken out easily, and not so if they are more than one. One angry shock wisp. Honestly, it's kind of sad, but also understandable that we haven't seen more of the dark wisps, because they look kind of silly, even though they have the same exact design as shock wisps. It's just that the moon, I guess, near the sickle moon, really doesn't look that great in purple and black. Well, purple and lighter purple. And fight this last monster, then head back to them. Let's do that then. Now then, you've won with quite a bit of energy. Damn, I thought I told you to turn this thing off. I did! Are you telling me this thing can turn itself on? Oh no, I did that. Hiya, Jaina. And look, Sergeant Lim of the Science Platoon. How do you two feel about spaghetti? What are you doing here? I like mine with sauce, slightly dusted with cheese. I should try to learn how to make that. I don't know. The noodles, thick or thin? Thick. And you haven't said why you're here yet. Why you're here? Thick noodles clog your arteries. That's why I prefer mine thin. But the bakery Yaga only had thick noodles today. Sad face. So I decided to borrow your stretchifier. It's called a black hole. Yep, that. If it'll pull monsters to it, I bet it will also pull my spaghetti, and that will make it thinner. Watch! See, it works. Now I just have 468 more strands to stretch. I'm sorry, Cicero. I know you're being health conscious and all, but we just can't risk the monsters returning. Oh well. It looks like this one strand stretched so much that it'll fill me up all by itself. Say, let me old pal. I'm going to stretch my lunch tomorrow with your spaghettification fire machine. I could really extend my food supply with this thing. It's a great invention. No. Don't worry, Cicero. I'm sure you'll come up with a magical way to stretch your food budget. Or you could just eat Lim's food. You took him bond over shadow of how about pancakes? Well, Lim brought the black hole, but Cicero popped up too. Ooh, we got an unstable warp generator. Lim has made science! And this weapon is a very good example of why mad scientists should be allowed to play with black holes. Let's see that weapon then. It most certainly looks. Let's sell that piece of existence. Quests. Declashioning. Gravitivity. Jaina, you really must find me in 3.5 hours. I will be doing science, and it's the kind you just won't want to miss. Jaina, what a fortuitous thing that you... what a fortuitous thing you stopping by just as I'm about to do science. Science! That's my line. But, okay. So, why are you in... What are you doing in Cicero's garden? Have you even noticed things fall down as opposed to falling up? Exactly. That's the way a scientist thinks. So the experiment? I'm watching these apples on this tree fall down when I shake it. I'm certain that if I watch this enough, I'll be able to come up with a radical new scientific theory that will make me famous. Here we go. Nothing? Nope. Still nothing. Try putting your back into it. For science! Oof. So, what was I saying? Yeah. Oh, hey! Captain Lim of the chemistry contingent. Welcome to my garden. If I'd known you were coming, I'd have invited you to watch. I'm experimenting today. I'm dividing one shoe by another. Now, I think the result will be sandal, but I seem to have produced this green goo instead. Maybe shoe divided by shoe equals green gum-like goo? I'll have to test it more. You might want to clean up those apples in the meantime. We can turn them into clocks! Clocks? Wait, no, never mind. Lim, I think you might want to get those apples out of the goo now. Too late. Science has gone horribly awry. You did this! Somebody should probably do something about... Cool, apple minions! Alright, I'll take care of it. Why thanks, Dana, you're the best! I know, I'm awesome like that. So, we've got a bunch of bad apples that we're dealing with. Let's see. Then the tigers. I am ability resist. This has some light resist as well. And of course bacon resistance because, you know, F bacon. Ooh, and we've got a sandy lion. Unfortunately, it wasn't stunned. Same resistances as a dandy tiger. 50 immobility, 100 nature. Two bad apples. Fear aura. Ooh, a crit like that really always helps. Always really helps, I mean. Yeah. And what's it? A flat rose. Completely and utterly made up just to screw with the naming scheme. Probably. Lifesteal. Mana regeneration. And attack. Ooh, a dead wood. Oh, aggressive apple tree. And it is weak to fire. Why oh why though did I do that? Instead of, you know, this. Burn. And another dandy tiger. Yeah, I'm not going to do fancy stuff anymore. If we finish this today, we will make a start on the rest of Nithra's saga. If we do not, or only just don't have enough time left, then Nithra's saga will be for next week. Always nice to have some contingencies planned out. Ooh, what's this one? Primrose versus the flat rose. That is found in other parts of the world, aka the other part of this garden. And the healing potion, because healing potions are really important. Oh, thank you, Varric. Thanks a lot. That's really awesome. So how are you doing, Varric? Stun didn't go off. Let's see. Doing good. Need to go shuffle 2,000 pounds of snow though. That's fair. I also have that emote. Yeah. You're dealing with the snow now. I had to deal with it last week, which was really, really annoying. But that's been about it. We got around. Yeah. No, the Netherlands were just clogged up with, I think, like 2-3 inches of snow at most. Which meant that I couldn't make it to the past to that DHS gaming night. And now we've cleaned up. Pie! B? What did I miss? I'm going to make a pie. An apple pie. If I'm lucky, enough of the mutants will remain to flavor the pie. You weren't planning on using the apples for anything, were you, Lim? Maybe a mid-afternoon snack. I prefer my apples without goo though, so he can have them. Making an apple pie isn't very magical, Cicero. I'd like to see him show you some magic. So far he just keeps butting into my experiments. Say, Lim, did you realize the theory from watching all those apples fall? The forces which keep the apples on the tree are the triangulated distances between something and something else. And if an apple was moving away from Lore, it would move faster than the speed of light. How do you figure that out? Science! This pie will have some bite to it. What goes up must come down. The theory of gravity. And we got the Granny Smith staff. An apple a day keeps 20 away. Let's see how horrible this looks. Not too horrible. It's still a book 1 weapon, but not too horrible. The box hat. Let's then do the Minis cube something. I know I said I wanted to see Cicero do magic, but are you really sure you want to help him? Ah, well, I suppose that once you see magic in action, you'll realize how much more spectacular science is. Jaina! Good timing. Let's walk and talk, or just talk, since you look a bit tired. Sleep more. I make an excellent schnozberry tea that will help with that. Thanks, really, but then I'm not tired. I just spent the night at the inn. I'm all refreshed and ready for action. Excellent. Then you can journey to Drakesford while I prepare the rest of the components. Journeying to Drakesford isn't a problem. I'd be happy to do that for you, but I mean, just what are the components going to be for. And what am I bringing back? It's these little details I worry about when you're involved. Mayonnaise! Everyone likes mayonnaise! Sure, okay. But I prefer it in cube form. Mayonnaise doesn't come in cube form, Cicero. It does when I make it. Fair enough. What did you need me to bring back from Drakesford? Chunks and chunks of ice. The drier the better. Water is bad for the spell, so no melting. Bring back the ice. Cicero needs bits and pieces of ice monsters in order to complete this spell. Defeat the monster and return with ice for cubes. So, Ice Golem. Weak to fire, which is great. And strong against water, which is just expected. You entered cave number 2. Yeah, this is these doors types of quests, which are quite annoying. Let's see what this Frostenstein is. Ah, it's weak towards light instead of ice. Well, then I'm not sure we quite want this, but let's go for it. And then this Frost Golem. And I didn't stun it. Well, that was... But what? What now? Okay, well then. Let's, after this stream I'm going to figure out if that's intended behavior. And then I'm just going to, you know, report it as a bug if it's not. Though given that this is book 1, might not be a lot that they can do about it nowadays. Also, yay, white text on a white background. That was a lot of damage. I don't usually deal that amount of damage with my level 90 character. That's why minus all is kind of really dangerous, or minus any element really, if you're up against that. Yeah, this isn't the most engaging gameplay. This is a fun side story though. So hopefully we will get to more of the story parts quickly. Yes, you gathered enough ice parts in 9 tries. This quest is so annoying. These quest types, honestly. Yep, same resistances as always. One. Ooh, nice. 2. And then number 3 will be a bunch of crits that deal more damage than normal. And yes, these also would have been crits. That's the power of Shell Seeds. Back in Falcon Rage. Is that enough ice monster bits? I could use more ice elbows. Elbows are great spell components, you know? But this ice will do just fine for mayonnaise cubes. And you kept it so dry! I thought you were doing... If you were doing science, you could have just used dry ice. Ice that burns forever should never be used to making food. Lim, learn to gastronomize. You'll never go hungry again. Oh, it's so nice when you two help each other. So, how does the rest of the spell go, Cicero? Oh, all that's left is a whole egg. The bits of shell make the magic crunchy. Sploosh. Listen. Snip. Crackle. Pop. Yuka! Well, you did say you wanted to see him do magic. I could have done the exact same thing with science! So, Cicero, what will you do with your mayonnaise cubes? There's a wall in the tower, a few halls from Warlick's bedroom. It really needs a talking mayonnaise cube per threat of me. It's so lonely and quiet for a wall. That evening. Because I'm a portrait and I'm made out of mayonnaise and I am called a talking portrait, so I just keep talking forever and ever about whatever comes to mind, because what I say isn't really important as long as I am talking. It's funny because I don't actually have a mind. I'm just a pair of magical lips on some magical mayonnaise hung on that wall in some place owned by some guy that looks like me. Oh my god, will you please be quiet so I can sleep? And some other cranky guy who doesn't like mayonnaise. What does he have against mayonnaise anyways? Huh? That rhymes. Cicero! Right, his name is Cicero, which of course rhymes with Disico and is the limo, and also Steve if you have a really bad cold. But anyway, does anybody remember what I was talking about a minute ago? Next project, the Misted Sculpture. Also, the name of the quest was Mayonnaise Cubed. And we got Molecular Mayo Misery Cord. Ice plus mayonnaise equals smashing your taste buds with awesome. So, what does this look like? Okay, this looks actually pretty good. So, fashion it is. This is going to be so horrible when I try to actually post this on fashion. Whatever. Quests, the clashing Dimension Cat. Come, step right up and I'll tell you a tale. A tale of a fateful trip. No, wait. I mean, I'll explain an experiment I'm about to do. It's science! Can you please invent a beard scratcher? This thing itches like crazy. I'm gonna go nuts. No. Oh, come on. You've got one too. It'd be good for both of us. Yes, but I have hands. Okay, you got me here. How about if I clean the shop for you? Oh, wait. Yeah, the no hand thing. Let me get back to ya. Lim? Jaina, are you bored of running around lore? Tired of the same old forests and deserts and oceans? Done with talking to the same people you've talked to over and over again? Who never seem to have anything new to say? Me too! That's why today we're going to explore alternate dimensions. You mean like outer space? Or inner space? No, those are adjacent dimensions. We're investigating alternate dimensions. Whatever you say, science man. Exactly the right train of thought to have when we're about to do science. So, just how are we going to do this? Are you going to build a portal? Beam us up using a teletransportator? That's not even a real word, Jaina. No, I will tell you what we'll do. Before we can go to an alternate dimension, we have to prove one exists. For that, we need a cat. A cat. Most definitely. Aw, kitty. We put a tracker on the cat, stick the cat in a box. Are you with me so far? Hi, kitty. Meow. Stay with me, Jaina. Focus. Yeah, I'm not doing that. Oh, I'm with you, but I can also pay attention to this adorable little guy. Yes, you're cute, aren't you? You're so cute, aren't you? Put the cat in the box. Put the tracker in the cat, put the cat in the box. Now, if the cat is in the box, we can't see it, right? Right. So how do we know it's here? Because you just put it in the box. If we can't see it, we have no proof that it's here. And if it's not here, where is it? Probably escaped in the box when you weren't looking. No, if it's not here, it could be in an alternate dimension. That could make sense. Convoluted sense, but sense all the same. And the tracker will show us where the cat is in the alternate dimension. Now you're thinking like science. I knew you had it in you necromancer. You should also know something else. Lim? What's that? Look down. Jaina, you've got to get that cat back. But doesn't it have a tracker on it? Can't you just follow that? We have a dimensional tracker for Poofles. We don't have a domestic tracker on him. It could be anywhere. My poor Mr. Poofles. Don't worry them. Oh, go, go, go. Poor Mr. Poofles. Also, yes, early book 1 Falcon Reach. This is so much nostalgia. You only really get to see this one anymore in... says follow the cat prints. Okay, you only get to see this one in really old quests, so seeing it was always a fun surprise. Also, I didn't get my potions. Whoops. Now we can just skip, and it dies anyway. Ooh, that's one more. He's dead. A wolf. And a raven. Okay, now that's just infuriating. And then the last hit will be with this rage. And we will be... okay, we will be following Mr. Poofles. Oh hey, a healing fountain. Dream, little wolf. Dream most terrible dreams. Dream and never wake up. Falcon's nest. Follow the cat prints. Defeat the bear. The hulking, ginormous Book 1 bear with slightly animated parts. Sometimes. Sleep, you totally non-magical beast that can somehow shoot laser beams from the mouth. Duskmongers are interesting beings. Pardon me, but would you like to buy a doom weapon? Not right now. Have you seen a cat running by? No. Funny, his footprints lead this way. Have you seen a running box by any chance? Yes. Great. Hang on to one of those weapons for me. No time for doom. Got to save Kitty. Yeah, kitty. So yeah, we've bought a weapon from him already. So he wants us to buy the other ones, I think. Chapter 17. Thumbs. More than just an indication of humanity. Now, this looks like an interesting chapter. I wonder what kind of power my thumb has. Cicero has gained +1 strange box. Do. Ooh, box kitty. Step 1, box kitty. Step 2, book. Step 3, thumb. I seem to have a problem here. Bufos, Cicero, you found Lim's cat. I'm sorry, you must be mistaken. This is Box Kitty, my valiant companion in the exploration of thumbical arts. But, shh, I'm about to do magic. Right now, where was I? Putting Box Kitty... Oh, right. Step 4, putting Box Kitty on book. Cicero, I really don't think... What I... Shh. What did you do to Bufos? President Lim of the Physics Platoon! I give you the Necronomicon. You've heard of dog-eared books? Well, this one is much better than that. And all thanks to the power of my thumb. Oh dear. Mr. Bufos, what has magic wrought? Also, that is later revealed to be the origins of a very intelligent cat. I wonder what kind of spells you'd cast with the necromancy. Completion of the cat who walks through dimensions. And we got Mr. Bufos. Oh, thank goodness. Lim found a mage to change Mr. Bufos back to his normal self. And Lim even added a big blue bow. Wow. So, let's see. What does Mr. Bufos look like? Absolutely horrifying. Let's use Mr. Bufos. And heal. Velocity. I have a fascinating lesson for you today, Jaina. It is one of the fundamentals of our physical world. Science! So, as I was saying, velocity is a vector measurement of the rate and direction of motion. A vector is a mathematical quantity that has both the magnitude and the direction. Got all that, Jaina? Jesus, ripe in the ocean, mommy. Jaina, I understand completely. I can grasp the fundamentals of physics, you know. Yes, yes, but I crafted this visual aid just for you. You don't want me to waste all that hard work now, do you? I guess not. This is the Rabbitizer 600 Mach 2. Ooh, sounds fancy. What does it do? In layman's terminology, it goes really, really fast. But don't you have access to real rabbits? But this one is robotic. A robotic rabbit. How can you say use a real one? This is a million times better than any real rabbit. Oh, and this is Cicero's carrier turtle. He uses it to deliver messages. For some reason. Oh, it's so cute with its little mailbag strapped on its back. I bet it's adorable when it's plodding along. So anyway, to show you how things go fast and slow, we're going to have these two race. Ooh, can I be on Team Turtle? Go Clyde! Clyde? A turtle by any other name will go as slow. Back to the demonstration. This is going to be awesome. On your mark, get set, go! Holy moly. Winner doesn't get turned into soup. Lim, how do you make soup from a robotic rabbit? What is the broth made of? Oil? Yep, it's what Voltable feeds the junkyard driller, don't you know? Okay, we should probably get to the finish line. Let's see, these are weak to wind, so a Coochie Claw. And then final. Sorry about that. And then back to Hunter's Ferocity. Okay, that's pretty awesome. I like Mr. Poofles. Wind weakness again, a Coochie Claw. Staying wind because biters are weak to it, and weakened biters are fun. You finish off the biter. Let us heal a bit. And will allow mana to return. Nice, the clock in didn't... the clock in didn't resist the stun. Because clock-ins are annoying like that, they can do that. Never eat wild mushrooms, unless they sparkle. In that case, do eat wild mushrooms. Because if they sparkle, you can't get more messed up. Right, that's how it works, right? Let's regenerate what little bit of mana we've used. And then quickly and quietly put down the panther. And this is why weapon switching is important. Let's see. Yeah, 35 ammo resist. Mr. Poofles is an awesome cat. Also, Mr. Poofles now has 1 kill at least to his name. Now, as you'll see in a minute or two, this race is a classic example of velocity. The rabbit is 600 Mach 2 not only started faster, but will have kept up its initial velocity through the whole race, because it's a robot. While the carrier turtle gets slower as it gets tired. Ooh, here it comes now. Faster than a speeding rabbit, greener than my carrier turtle. I am ruining my experiment! President Slim of the physics platoon. I saw your rabbit break down in the middle of the racetrack, so I filled it with snuffberry oil and a ticking clock. It was sputtering and sparking, but it seems alright now. Then I took off running while the clock was winding itself up. I suppose I don't need to be angry this time. You did illustrate my experiment, even if you didn't mean to. I'm not really sure your demonstration was completely necessary, but it was certainly suspense-filled. Congratulations, Cicero. So, where's my trophy? Go Clyde! Come on, little buddy, you can do it! Ooh, look at him go! I really wanted some soup. It keeps going and going. Wait, who let Cicero in the race? Oh well, a winner is he. Mighty Zephyric Pinwheel +5. The breath of the wind avatar courses through the blades of this mighty weapon. Honestly, the only time we saw them was in the Storm War and the avatars, and they were not presented correctly there. The Storm War misrepresented everyone in it, even the avatars, and that was their introduction. Now we've got the string thing. Jaina, good of you to come back after that last experiment. I wasn't sure you'd want to continue exploring the scientific arts, but now that you're here, I can definitely use your help. I've heard about this thing about string. More specifically, it's a theory, a string theory. Very complex. Yogar's orb is chained up there. That's hilarious to me. I must do more reading in order to understand it myself. It sounds incredibly intriguing, and it's gotten me thinking. Oh, you mean? Oh boy, don't you? Right, I thought so. Moving on. And now it got me thinking, and now I want to build a model of the universe in string for science. Actually, funny thing, it's been theorized that the underlying matter of the universe in Dragonfable isn't particles, but threads. The soul threads of the universe, to be exact. You aren't just stringing me along with this idea. No, sirree, and you are going to help me. You see, string theory explains the universe, so it makes sense to map it with regular string. Okay, I'll buy that. You're the scientist, after all. There's a telescope in the basement. That's a good place for it. There's a telescope in the basement I haven't used yet, hero, and I'd like you to take it to the top of a mountain. Make a map of the night sky to aid in my model building. Once you're done, bring the map back to me and I'll have the string all ready for us. Okay, I'm on it. Jaina, wait. You'll need to take the telescope with you. Oh, yeah. It's next to the electric goggle polisher. Of course. May you please come down now? I'm not used to this altitude. No. I hate being upside down. That will teach you to mess with my stuff. But you are the beard scratcher. I need one. This thing is driving me nuts. You're a magical orb. Don't pretend like you can actually feel it itching. You can't feel anything. Hey man, if I had feelings they would be really hurt now. So, how are things? Okay, this night sky is pretty and kind of animated at points. I like it actually. Let's see. We're not using the archetype claw. That's good. Regenerate MP and then attack, attack, attack. Okay, that combo works. And then right here we will probably get a level up again. Yep. And rage cost wall. I should really just let Mr. Poofles attack everyone he wants. Oh well, just turn off auto manual pet actions, because I'm not using the dragon, so it's not really useful. I'm not using Fluffy. I mean, I do like the thunderheads that were designed for book 3 though, more than the thunderheads that are designed around here. And then with this, last attack, we are almost at the top. And now it's called winning. Ooh, a shooting star. So sad that we don't see more of these. But understandable as well. Ooh, it heals one more. So 3 more HP in total, if it ever runs its full course. Ooh. Put out the lights of the shooting stars, then walk to the edge of the cliff to set up your telescope. Mr. Poofles, go and be awesome. Also, his outline is the same color as this rock. And then target this one in order to take advantage of dexterity bonus. Ooh, we were carrying around that. Wow, what a beautiful night. That's odd. It looks like a star, but it's getting bigger. Oh, that's because it is coming right towards me. Stink. Ooh, you look like a soaring Puce person number 192 horned soaring Puce person number. You look weird to me. I eat Puce persons. Mr. Puce person number, please don't hurt me. but so hungry. Puce person number. Okay, 75 chance that this doesn't work. Spider Slayer senses are going crazy. Wait. Is that something he does, or what? Okay. That just happened. I'll go look up if that is something that Mr. Poofles is supposed to be doing. Let's see. Terror. Or maybe it is an unhit effect from the mayonnaise. Dear God, I'm honestly saying mayonnaise. Yeah, that might actually be it. That the mayonnaise has a special that makes bug enemies deal take extra damage. Yeah, that seems to be it. Because that was utterly ridiculous. Don't. Look! No strings attached. This one will work perfectly. What are you doing? Don't touch anything! Put that down! Oh no. Well, halfway done with shuffling. Nicely going. Cicero snaps his fingers. Cicero! Theoretically, it's string. Technically, it's a broken umbrella. This is much more useful. Come, Admiral Lim of the Astronomy Auxiliary, you too, Jaina. I have a plan, and I need your help. Uh-oh. What is Cicero going to do with that? We've got a number horn. Circlet. It is better stat-wise than the Band of Avoidance, though it doesn't give the insurance that the Band of Avoidance did. Let's sell the band. Oh, and we're high enough level to get the Jinxie, to wear the Jinxie charm and the Hadal band. Bitter Kinch can be sold now and be sold safely. Quests, the Clashing, Ciceradux. Come on, Lim. Cicero needs our help, and I don't know about you, but I can't wait to see what he does with that broken umbrella. Alright, Cicero, we're here. You've got Shayna's attention, and mine. What do you need all our help for with that involves that piece of my ruined experiment? Oh, you see, you'll like this. It involves science! I don't know, magic, man. What could you need the help of science helps with for your little Ars Magica activity? Well, he did use your science to discover Hamptons and to help his spaghettification, and thank you, Jaina. Come on, Senator Lim of the Space-Time Continuum. You need to listen to this theory of mine. Magic and science are two halves of the same whole. Understand it, know it, love it. After all, I've gotten to observe all the science, all the magic, all the teaching you and Cicero have done. I've learned the science of magic and the magic of science are the same thing, or close to it. You scientists can't always explain why things work. It's true, and you know it. Well, but maybe. You have to believe there's a reason why it works, just like mages believe in the power of magic. And you can explain some aspects of magic using science. And I bet you can explain some sciencey things using magic. If you'd give it a try, Cicero. Well, you might have a point, but I suppose I can hear Cicero out at least. This morning, as I was shaving my rhododendron plant, I had a visitor. A visitor? Yes, handsome, charming, very full of vital information, but more about him later. He needed my help, and I will always help someone in need. I know what you call help. See, there's this machine, and it needs to get built. The fate of the world depends on it. Your world, my world, his world, her world. We share the same world! So you see why getting this machine built is important. Good! I thought you'd take a lot more convincing. So, how can I help, Cicero? Well, I have this friend. Well, he's not really a friend, per se. More of the fourth cousin of an acquaintance of an enemy who did me a favor once after I finished his plumbing, but let's call him a friend for briefly's sake. You might have met him before, Zena. He doesn't much like strangers. But if you sneak in and out before he notices you, you'll be able to borrow Biff's timey-blimey thingamahiki and get back. Before he knows it's gone. While you're gone, Lim and I will start building. Once you get back, all we need to do is wire it in place and like Bunzar, it will done and gone. Can do, will do. So it's back into that purpley portal thing, right? You got it! Sometime later. Shouldn't there be this big buffed up time turned here? How do you heroes keep finding me? I told that addle-headed green mage that I don't like visitors. Oh, right. That's totally what he said. I thought I'd stop by anyways. Maybe take a peek at your timey-blimey thing? That's mine. You couldn't possibly comprehend its effects on space-time. It could tear a hole in the universe. Not even I know all of its properties. This could pull bits from all over the universe together, or destroy them. That's great, but Cicero really wants that thing. And I'm a pretty skilled necromancer. I think I can handle it if I take proper precautions. So, summon dragon? Or the summon dragon for all place? Heal. Let's battle. Buffed up Biff, the time tyrant. Okay. So this is fire. Let's do Rand. Damn it. Did the wrong order. Shit, now the entire rotation is messed up. Whatever. Awesome buffed up Biff, the time tyrant. Doing really large hits and probably being really dangerous. I don't know. Stun. Stun works as well. Is he still burning? He is still burning. Let's burn him more. And then rend him apart. That is the real life Cicero there in the background. Oh, good, it fit. I wasn't sure it was what you needed. It's such a strange shape. You demon! It fit perfectly. It was exactly what we needed. Oh, good. Hi, Lim. Hi, Jenna. I am from your future. You got to know me in 5 years or so. Hi, me. I thought you'd be upstairs baking. The herbal spread's done rising, and I had enough time so I could come and say hi to your friends. Our friends? Do I see 3 Ciceros? This is the Adventure Quest Worlds one. Doot, doot, doot. More like 2.5. Hey, does this mean Cicero's shop are going to have competitive prices now? I haven't even finished the plans for the cloning machines yet. Cicero. Yeah, who? You? It's Cis0 with Z. I got this, guys. I'm answering. What's up, tyrant limb of the Tempest Tremere? That's the best one yet. Anyways, what is going on here? I know that time machine isn't perfect. I want it to be bigger on the inside than the outside too. Also, this is MacQuest Cicero, who is a good friend of Dean Warlick. But this is a pretty good for the excellent adventure future Cicero will use it on. That's not what I am talking about. Why does it look like that? Because that's what I remember it looking like. So he doodled it and gave it to Nutney. But you remembered something we haven't built yet? Yep, it's all very simple. Now, does anyone have a dime? I have peanut butter glitter. Will that help? What's the dime? Never mind. It's alright, I'll call collect. Will someone tell me what is happening? See ya, Lieutenant Lim of the Largy Lab. Thanks for the help, Jaina. Oh, hey, is that my left sock? Hey, wait! Breathe in the calm, Lieutenant Lim. Breathe out the rage of the insane block. Building that machine might have broke his waistline, but it was great to have a Cicero reunion, wasn't it? I never knew how handsome I am until today. Future Cicero contacted me through this morning through Orbit here. I didn't know he could act as temporal transponder, but he can, and he did. And it let future me send me a message. He needed a time booth for something. Titan of Battle fight. Said I'd find out soon enough, or already knew. He wasn't sure. But how did y'all get here? Same way you did. But I really needed your help, Lim. Whenever I do science, wires get crossed and things explode, or turn into other things. And as much as I like explosions and fish, I needed the time booth to stay in one piece, and not a fish. But I've got to go. Side Cicero might have left some peanut butter glitter behind, or even better, jelly sparkles. Cheers! So, Lim, now that you've seen what happens, are you okay with using magic and science together? I mean, the magic scientists do it all the time. Science will always be superior to me. But I suppose I can't blame just magic for there being 5 Ciceros in one place and time. Yep, that was really both your faults. Since magic scientists have proven the two can coexist, I will unbend my strict scientific standards for future collaborations. But your heart will always belong to science! Yeah. What about you, Jenna? Are you a man-minded magic lover or a logic-centric scientist? Or something else? A vote for science, a vote for magic, vote for magic science. And this we can then use. Let's get a vote for eucalyptus. And a vote for magic science, and a vote for science. And then complete the quest. Lim understands that science and magic can work together, but which one do you choose? Let Lim and Cicero know in your vote. Ooh, and we got an oil can soup. So that's what happened to the rabbit after they finally caught him. Let's see, oil can soup. Sell. The questioning, your vote. Have you made a decision, Jaina? So, which will it be, Jaina? Science, magic, or magic science? Eucalyptus! For science! So we get limb hair, limina hair of appropriate level. Let's merge the limina hair. Preference for magic science or magic science is a very personal decision, but Lim hopes he thought you something at least. Now then, the questioning, your vote, quest, magic. Anyone up for a Reuben sandwich? And Cicero hair and Cicero hair. Same stats, different look. And then there is magic science. After all we've been through, I suppose this is a valid option. For magic science. For Citric! And peanut butter. And now we get the hybrid hammer, Lim's hybrid hammer, Yix's hybrid dagger, and Cicero's hybrid staff. Guess we can't really blame him. And now we have a really nice dagger, I guess. Let's leave. A bit oversized, but let's leave. And let's equip our actual weaponry. Let's show Cicero here. And Mr. Poovles. And then slot the special from Molecular Mayo Misery Code. Actually, let's not do this. It is time for me to end the stream. So I guess I will see you all next week when we will do a bit of grinding at the start and then get on with the main story. No, not the main story. Let's see if there is this, the questioning. There is the spy saga that we have to do first. And then there is the Willowshire Burns and the Earth Orb saga. So, I will see all of you next week. I hope you have an awesome day.